Suleiman the Magnificent is remembered as one of the greatest rulers in history, a lawgiver, a conqueror, a poet. But behind the glory, there was a shadow. That shadow was his father. Selim I. Selim was not a gentle ruler. He believed the empire could survive only through fear. He eliminated his own brothers to secure the throne, and when his own father Bayezid the Kid stood in his way, Selim forced him to abdicate. Not long after, Bayezid the Kid died on the road into exile. Many believed his end was not natural. Suleiman grew up watching all of this. He learned a brutal lesson early in life. In the Ottoman court, family meant nothing when the throne was at stake. Mercy was weakness. Hesitation was danger. When Selim I died, Suleiman inherited more than an empire. He inherited a philosophy of rule. Outwardly, Suleiman was different from his father. He was educated. He loved art, poetry, and law. He was admired by his people and respected by his enemies. But deep inside, the memory of Selim never left him. As Suleiman's sons grew older, one of them stood above the rest, Prince Mustafa. Mustafa was brave, charismatic, loved by the army, seen by many as the natural successor. And that was the problem. In the Ottoman world, popularity could be a death sentence. Rumors reached Suleiman, whispers that Mustafa was gaining too much support, that soldiers might follow him. That history could repeat itself. Suleiman remembered his father. He remembered how Selim removed every threat before it could rise, and fear began to speak louder than love. In 1553, Suleiman made the decision that would haunt him forever. Prince Mustafa was executed by order of his own father. The empire was silent, the army was shocked, and Suleiman was broken. Unlike Selim, Suleiman was not made of stone. He was a poet. After Mustafa's death, Suleiman withdrew into himself. He wrote verses filled with grief and regret. In one of his poems, written under his pen name Muhibi, he mourned his loss, saying in meaning, "The world has lost its joy for me, for my son is gone, and my heart remains wounded." These were not the words of a tyrant. They were the words of a father who realized too late that he had followed a path shaped by fear. Suleiman protected the throne, but he lost his peace. The lesson Selim taught him, rule without mercy, had finally destroyed what he loved most. Suleiman the Magnificent ruled an empire, but in the end he could not escape his father's legacy, and history remembers him not only for his greatness, but for the son he lost and the price he paid for power.